What's up, everyone? Welcome back to episode 8 of Think You Know Ball. I only read the teleprompter. I'm John, and joined by Steve.
What's up?
And Stevie G.
Yo.
We've got a fun one today with stories. What the fuck? Stories, big NFL updates, opening day reactions, plus buy or sell, and hot takes.
Hot takes!
Yes. Before we get into it, make sure you check out the rest of the network. We got 8-Bit Beef with Derek and Terry, talking about some gaming, some chaos, and real conversations. And then we got the Muscle Geeks podcast, where we talk about movies, TV, and pop culture. And we're going to be doing a Comic-Con soon. We're also going to be doing a thing. Terry, where are we going to be doing a thing at?
We're going to WonderCon, baby.
We're going to the Purple Room.
WonderCon. Oh, we're going to Grape Room. We're going to do a live one.
We're going to do a live,
come on out.
Live show. So check us out.
There'll be hot dudes.
It'll be hot geeks. Make sure you like, subscribe, and if you're watching live, get in the chat. We'll be reacting to your takes all show. And guys, honestly, that really does help us out. So if you are watching this, just hit the like. It helps us out a ton. All right, so we're switching it up a little. Tonight we're going to start with, well, before we start this, Steve, how you doing?
I'm all right. How are you?
Never had a bad day in my life.
I don't know if that's true.
How was your day today? How was your week?
Busy week.
Did you do anything?
No, nothing really.
Did you make a purchase about something that looks like mine?
I wouldn't say it looks like yours. I say it looks like it would eat yours. But yeah, I did a little something.
Look out of
a little something.
What did you do?
I did a little something.
What did you do?
I did a little something.
Yeah.
I got a new car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your truck's bigger because your body's smaller?
Maybe, but yeah, maybe. Probably.
You got to compensate.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah.
We love the truck.
Give your license plate to the stream.
I loved your truck. I mean, dude, you sparked the idea. I wasn't thinking about it, and then my wife made a comment about, you should look at another truck. And
because she sees like a strong
3 weeks
man,
later, yeah, maybe. And she saw you pull up in this little cool car. Yeah.
Stevie G, what's happening, brother?
Not much, man. The Phillies lost me money. They went over the under. I had the under.
We'll talk about it, dude.
But,
about that.
That was today. Go Phils. They won.
Happy opening day to you guys.
We finally
opening day.
got together to play games online.
Bro, I was out.
PS5.
Dude. I know.
Unreal. I was so geeked up for that, but
did you guys do zombies?
Yeah.
Played a little.
I even drank one of those energy drinks you got over there.
So we played like the following day. And Stevie G's a napper after work, but he took like an extra long nap, like didn't get up to like 7:15 or something like that. And I was like, yo, man, what the fuck's going on? And he goes, dude, John's energy drink kept me up till like 4
Dude, I was up until 4 a.m. after I drank that. Never
good. You probably had a lot of time to think.
I was
about
geeked up playing that zombie.
Did you enjoy zombies?
Yeah, it was cool.
It's the best game.
Yeah. Those games are the best. You don't have to think. You can just sit there, talk shit, have funny conversations, and just...
It's a game where, like, it'd be cool if we all jumped on and we all, like, if we had a fourth, too, and then we're all, like, playing that. You, like, build up your arsenal, and then you go into the horde. We had some great times with that, but...
yeah. No, we'll get into it. Yeah, but that was my bad. Went to bed early that night. But, yeah, we'll get it this week for sure.
All right, well, speaking about this week, let's get into Show and Tell, the sports edition. Everybody on the panel brought in a piece of sports memorabilia that actually means something to them. Not just cool, but personal. Could be valuable, could be random, could be a wild story behind it. But this is where you find out what really matters to each of us as fans. So let's get into it. Stevie G, what you bring? Why does it matter?
Let's
get started.
Let's go. Show and Tell. I brought 2 sports cards. I started collecting sports cards when COVID hit, so it was 2020. So that's why this card matters. In 2020, LaMelo Ball and Anthony Edwards were the top rookies of the basketball class. And this was the coolest card I pulled. This was out of a retail box, which are cheaper, so you don't really get much. So that's why this is important to me because this is the coolest
Is
card
that part of his jersey?
that
That's pretty sick.
that I pulled when I first got into it. And then we got my lover, Jalen Hurts. Obviously, he's the GOAT. He's elite. He's top 5. That's his signature there. This is graded by SGC, which isn't as prestigious as the PSA over here, but it's still pretty damn good because this is his rookie card and it's autographed. This is worth probably $800 to $1,000.
Oh, dude. So this is why you like this guy so much and you're rooting for him because you want the value of his card to go up.
That's true. Yes, that's another reason, John.
But yeah,
But,
what Stevie G doesn't tell you is that he's a big like collector of like that with like sports cards, basketball, football, baseball, whatever. Yeah, I think he even got some Pokemon, right?
Pokemon, yeah.
But like he's like gets like those $900, $1,200 mystery boxes that you have no idea.
It's not a mystery box. It's called a hobby box.
Well, whatever it is, dude, he drops that much.
I watched someone like the King of Collectibles.
Yeah.
Not him, but I watched like
Yeah, dude.
crack break boxes.
It
Yeah.
gets deep, dude. And big shout out to my buddy from Delco Rips, Alex. He got me into sports cards. I was just walking around a sports card show in 2020. I had no idea what I was doing. I saw Alex. I grew up with him. I went to elementary school with him. He actually recently just opened up his own card shop. It's called Delco Rips in Folsom, Pennsylvania. He taught me everything I know. Go check him out. Folsom, Pennsylvania, Delco Rips on
you
all
better
social
talk
media
about
platforms.
Promoting another business.
Dude, he's gonna come on.
Talk
to
to
him.
us. Time is money, bro. This is promotion.
That's my boy.
Shit here. All right, Steve, what do you got?
I mean, I don't really have much. Like that was like a doesn't mean much to me, but I thought it was cool. I am a big jersey guy. I don't wear them often, but like I just think jerseys are cool depending on the players and everything like that. Bunch of different jerseys, but one of my newer ones that's gonna get some shit. My boy, AJ Brown.
The dude that's getting traded.
He ain't getting traded. He ain't going nowhere. I'm sure we'll talk about it later on in the show. But one of my favorite jerseys, got the captain patch, custom made. Shout out my guy.
The white is fresh though.
It is, dude. It's a nice jersey.
How many times
I
do
like
you wear
the
that
white.
before it gets fucked up?
Worn it twice so far. I just got it last year. But
You eating wings with that?
no, but I'm not eating wings like if I'm at a game, I'm not eating wings.
If you're watching a game,
Yeah. I'll eat wings with it.
hot, mild,
Hot.
it's fair.
Yeah, but are you doing blue cheese or ranch or
If
anything?
you're ranch, you're a communist.
If you use any, you're a loser.
No,
you're
blue
crazy.
cheese.
Blue
No,
cheese.
I use ranch
Use
if they
the
give you
celery to drink,
yes.
to dip the blue cheese.
No,
and then
dip and
I'll-
ranch.
No,
Mm-mm.
you don't do ranch, dude. It's too thin.
Ranch just for the veggies if they give it to you. Nothing goes on the
blue
wing but
cheese.
extra sauce.
You don't touch the carrots. You just do the.
Oh, I'll
celery.
fuck the carrots up. I don't give a shit.
You don't touch the carrots.
If they look right, the celery and carrots have to look right. I'm not eating some shitty carrots
Carrots
or
are
some
disgusting.
brown celery joints.
They say it's for your eyes. They lied.
Yeah,
Boo,
whatever,
carrots.
Dude. You seen my eye, dude? Carrots can't fix that. Thing's got a mind of its own.
So when he gets traded, at least it says Brown on the back. Right?
Yeah, and that's another thing too, right? Because like it's so hard to get jerseys because especially like in the NFL, people get traded, they get cut, whatever it is. So like it's nice that we share the same last name. So it's like
How many seasons can you go? Like if a player's off a team, right? And then how many seasons or how important does the player have to be to the team before you can start wearing the jersey again as like a throwback?
great question, John. And you know what? It's not so much about how long after. It's more so how long were they with your team and how impactful were they?
Like, can you wear a TO jersey?
That
I don't know.
Mm.
You can.
I don't think you can. I know
You
mean,
can wear a Dawkins.
Because look,
Yeah.
you can wear one type of jersey and it's like that jersey's sick. Like that's a throwback to that player. You can wear another former player's jersey and it's like, oh, you're poor. You couldn't afford another jersey or you're hanging on too much. You're poor.
yeah.
It
I
might
mean,
be-
I'm a huge TO fan.
That should be a segment. Like
You
we
wouldn't
list
catch me
5
wrong.
jerseys and they say like if you're poor or not.
I don't think it's the jersey.
Or if you
I
shouldn't
don't-
wear it. How
I
about
don't
that?
think it's more so the jersey. I think it's the style or brand. Like if
Like if you wear a Kevin,
because every
Curtis
jersey doesn't matter
authentic
the
jersey-
player, whether they're a good player, Hall of Famer, All Pro, or like good or great. Jerseys cost the same.
You're wearing a powdered blue with the yellow like font. Kevin Curtis jersey.
That's faded, right? The number's half off,
Yeah.
right?
Well,
Yeah.
no, that's the game that he went off though. You wearing that?
No,
All right.
because they weren't impactful players. I mean, T.O. was impactful. Don't get it twisted, but he was only here for like a season and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to the dance with them, but
He was
fell short. Now, if we
for that reason.
Yeah, but if we would have won it, yeah. So like, if you win a Super Bowl,
Yeah.
Alshon Jeffrey, you can rock that.
Yeah.
Like, even though he was only with us for like 2 years, 3 years, maybe.
Yeah.
But I think that's more of the question of like,
I don't know where you draw the line at. I don't have the answer to that.
We'll have to have
I know you
a
can rock
conversation another time. about
Reggie
yeah, for
White
sure.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dawkins.
Or like, I guess if you have, dude, you know what screams poor and like just shit? The powder blue Phillies jerseys.
Yeah.
John, what you got?
Oh man, you're gonna feel really bad after this.
Oh no, I know where you're going with it, dude. Oh my god.
So, I don't share this much, but
I'm sorry. I know where you're going with
my mom passed away in 2015.
Yeah.
To it started with lung cancer, and then she got back to work after a round of chemo, and then it spread to her brain. She had surgery, and eventually we just lost her. But I attribute most of anything that anyone thinks is good about me to my mom. Like the reason I can be on like a movie nerd podcast and talk a little bit, and be on like a sports podcast and talk even less is because like my mom was such a well-rounded person that I kind of like figured that out from her. She was the biggest sports person. She introduced me to sports. Like when she was a little girl, she's one of 4 girls. So like she wanted to hang out with her dad. So what she did was she did the things that he liked so that she could hang out with him. So she got into like Joe Namath, NFL. And then when they were like, hey, the football season's over, she was like, what do we do now? And he was like, watch baseball. So then she got into baseball. So anyway, our family got season tickets every year to Phillies. And I always went with her to the games. And then every year I would always get her a jersey. So most of her jerseys we buried her with. Like the Chase Utley. She loved Chase Utley. She said he had a great bat. He had a good glove, and he had a great ass. That was her thing. And then she loved Darren Dalton. When he had the long hair back in the day, she used to call him Sammy because of like Samson. Guy in the Bible, super strong but his power was in his hair. So when his hair was cut, he lost his strength. Anyway, so I got a Steve Carlton jersey, a powder blue one. Steve, what did you say about powder blue jerseys?
Powder blue looks it looks nice.
Yeah.
Sharp.
All right, thanks. Yeah.
Sharp jersey.
I got a
Tight.
Steve Carlton, and I got from the year that it wasn't even worn, but a Cliff Lee jersey from that
I love the
2011
off-white.
run.
Yeah, the off
The off-white's sick. I've been looking for
I like the off-white and the
jersey
gray.
for a while.
So I was going to say, if this is all right with you guys, and like you can't say no because it's talking about my mom that passed away, if we could like add it to the set in some capacity.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hang it up.
Say no. Someone say no.
No, I love the powder blue. I think it's really going to make it pop. Yeah, John, we can have
Yeah.
both. 1, 2, whatever you want. Place them wherever you
But
like.
I'm not really big into like material things, and like I don't think that's how you memorialize people. So it's like that's cool.
Yeah, that's
But-
cool.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's why you're such a big Phillies fan.
I grew up on baseball.
Mm-hmm.
I look at baseball a lot differently. She taught me like the ins and outs of it. She used to like keep the book. when we were
Oh,
kids.
really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
She was
John
in it.
specifically looking at every player's ass
Yeah.
as
Well,
a tribute.
Here's a story. We used to joke around and call my mom. My mom was like, she could take a joke. Like she
Mhm.
could drink a beer and like take a joke. She was a nurse. She was well rounded. So we would say, you're Hori Lori. And she would like every night she'd go to bed watching a movie of like a guy that she liked. So like she would watch Horatio Hornblower. She would watch The Natural. She would watch all these guys and be like, I'm going to bed with your stepfather. And then she put the movie. So at the Phillies game, I would have binoculars on as a kid and like look at the players. And then anytime that Darren Dalton took his mask off to catch a foul ball, she would take my binoculars to like look at him, but she wouldn't pay attention if they were wrapped around my neck or not. So she would strangle me like 3 times a year
That's crazy.
just to look at
That's
that
awful.
handsome man. So shout out to Hori Lori. Now let's get into the first topic, right? Someone else to pronounce this guy's name. Help me out, Stevie the G.
Jaxson Smith-Njigba.
Thanks, brother. Was just reset the wide receiver market, signing a 4-year, $168.6 million deal with the Seahawks. That's over $42 million per year. It's almost as much as Terry makes, with $120+ mil guaranteed. Is he worth that kind of money already? Steve, the G. We'll start with you.
Oh, absolutely. He's worth the money. Let him reset the wide receiver market. He was number 1 wide receiver in fantasy football. You guys should know that. So, yeah, he deserves all the money in the world. He's going to come out. The Seahawks are going to be back in the playoffs next year. And they might even make it back to the Super Bowl.
Who's
We'll see,
throwing
though.
to him?
Who cares?
No, that's a very
Same guy that threw to
Sam
him
Darnold.
last year and they won.
Sam Darnold, dude. Seahawks are
Steve.
coming back.
What do you think, Steve?
Yeah, I mean, I think he deserves. I mean, a great year, but like, it also gets me thinking. Like, isn't it crazy that like 1 year, right? Like, do you think you deserve it?
How old is he?
I don't know, young, like early 20s, 23 maybe.
Yeah, he's young.
Just
still.
came off his rookie contract, or he's been in the league 2, 3, 4 years now.
I want to say 3.
Yeah,
I think
like,
last
he
year
was
was
still in
his
his
third
rookie contract.
So 4th year coming up.
And yeah, I mean, he deserves it, right? Like, he's going to be a baller. Like, you know, it's not so much of like a shot to him. I'm just talking about receivers, running backs, any player in general. You have one good year, and then you just reset the market. You think that's a little premature?
No, I think I don't know anything about being premature, but I do know that you set the market. You're banking on potential. You get in at a time now because if the guy kills it again, you know, you're going to even have to pay more to get him. It's
Yeah,
like what
but
the
should it-
market value is.
So, like,
right?
I don't know. The way I look at it is like, who's the best receiver in the league right now? Justin Jefferson. Who's the second
Jamar
best?
Chase is the best receiver.
1 and
right now,
2. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, take your pick. Right? Should he be getting more than them?
No, but that's why he reset it. Those guys, now
No.
they're going to get more.
Yeah, but like, let Justin Jefferson and the guys, like your true 1, 2, and 3s, reset the market, right? Like, you know, I just don't think just because a receiver. I mean, look at Alec Pierce. Come on, man.
He got a lot of money.
4 years, over 100 mil for what? Just over 1,000 yards. And come on, man. And like same thing with the quarterbacks. I think the quarterbacks are the worst. Like watching Malik Willis, like he's never been a starter. And he
The
gets paid.
salary cap keeps going up every year. Everybody's going to get paid more and more every year.
I just think like sometimes it's just premature. But like when it comes to
He's going to be a
JSN,
superstar, dude.
He is. And again, this isn't a shot towards him. He's going to be a stud. He's going to be arguably in that 1, 2, 3 take your pick, right? But yeah, that always bothers me when I see these guys reset the market after 1 year.
Mm.
But yeah,
Anything else?
no, I think I'm good there.
All right. This is like Steve's segment right now. Aaron Rodgers is Steve's like biggest enemy in the world.
Arch nemesis, man.
You do the show notes and he puts on Aaron Rodgers when no one else is talking about this, but Steve just wants to rip him every week. So here, Aaron Rodgers is still dragging this out. The Steelers are waiting on an answer, but at what point do you stop waiting on a future Hall of Famer and move on? Steve, what are they doing? Steve Brown, we'll just start with you because this segment's yours.
So I was actually talking to a diehard Steelers fan over the weekend. That's what put it in my head, and it was actually brought up on First Take or Get Up, one of those football shows in the morning that I watch. Dude, it's ridiculous. Like, dude, you're way past your prime. You're not that good, right? Like, you're out of the 32 starting quarterbacks, you fall in that 20 to 25 range. Like, what are we doing, dude? Like, you know, if you want to play, you've been doing this for years, right? Like, I just hate it. And then, you know, you asked a question last week about LeBron James. Does longevity hurt? I think longevity hurts, or it should hurt Aaron Rodgers' career.
He just made the playoffs.
Dude,
Yeah, I don't think he's in
Dude,
that
what are you talking
2025
about?
range.
he is. He is. In
He's
the
a Hall of
2025.
Famer.
Yeah, okay. But,
You know what you're getting when you get
and what
Aaron
are you getting with
Rodgers.
him? Are you winning a Super Bowl with him?
Probably not.
So what the fuck are we talking
Well, I'll tell you
about?
what, though. He brings
So then,
stability.
like, who are you at 45 years old to sit there and be like, I don't know if I'm coming back. Wait for me. I understand the draft's coming up, but like, you know,
You know
Don't-
what you're getting.
Don't
You know what
misconstrue.
you're getting.
Wait,
what are you getting?
Bing doing
hold
this
on. I'll
What
tell
are
you.
you getting?
years
I'll
now.
answer your question. He offers something. Now, don't misconstrue what I'm saying, but he brings something that the Steelers haven't had since Ben Roethlisberger, and it's consistency at the position. He stabilizes the offense. He knows how to run an efficient offense. He's not the guy he used to be, but he's better than everything they've had since Roethlisberger,
He's not
right?
bringing a fraction of what Ben Roethlisberger.
I'm not saying he is Ben Roethlisberger.
I know what you're saying.
I'm
but
saying
like,
what he
at his
offers to the
age,
team.
His play isn't even a fraction of his right now. I don't even think, dude. I think the reports were out even in Green Bay that he's not even like a locker room guy. Like,
No.
people
He's
don't
not.
really, like, yeah, but people don't really like mess with him like that.
No.
So it's like if he's not a culture guy, and like, yeah, he's a future Hall of Famer. His numbers are great. He throws a pretty ball, but like him at 45 or however old he is, come on, man.
Oh, dude, remember when he was on the Jets first season and he fucking ran out with the fucking American
couldn't-
flag?
dude.
And I think he like tore his ACL or something,
dude,
didn't he?
the Jets were going to win the Super Bowl that year, and then the following year, they go out and get Devontae Adams, and they were going to, and like, dude, you didn't even make the playoffs, dude.
No.
Like, you didn't even finish
It's the
500.
Jets, though. The
So what,
Steelers are
because
different
you
than
made
the
the
Jets.
playoffs last year and lost in the first round, like that's what we try to do. You're not
Yeah.
going to try to switch it up.
Well,
I'd be pissed
what else
off.
do you have?
And the Steelers fan that I was with over the weekend and talking to, who's a diehard, he's pissed off about it too, and that's what sparked it. It's like, yo, how selfish can you be, man?
Just
It's not
don't
like you're
be mad at Rodgers. Be mad at the organization for like letting this dude hold them hostage.
mad at both.
Why don't you just draft a quarterback?
Mad at both.
Is there anyone else out there?
They did last year.
Pittsburgh
Will
can't draft
Howard.
for shit.
Oh, Downingtown boy.
Yeah.
He's been the Alpha Flight, the old Alpha Flight Fitness.
Speaking of him, I hope he does good because I got a couple of his cards.
I'll get you an autograph, kid.
Dude, but seriously, move on. Go with the young bull, Will Howard, right? I know Mike McCarthy's an offensive-minded guy. He's had success with quarterbacks in the past. I think he might be a good influence or be able to mold Will Howard a little bit and coach him up. But it's just like, dude, stop waiting around, man. Like, I wouldn't even bring him back. If I brought him back, I'd be like, yo, you're a mentor at this point. Like, just hold the clipboard, and help us out. But he's too selfish to even do that. Like, he still thinks he's
What's he doing? Is he doing like
probably
ayahuasca
nothing.
or whatever?
Probably just growing
Mushrooms?
his hair out and just sitting there like a turd.
I think he's just misunderstood.
There's nothing wrong with growing your hair out.
Yeah, I mean, if I could, I would.
Yeah, what are you jealous?
No, dude, no shot.
See,
And
when-
not to
when-
mention, dude, when you do show up, you look like a freaking dork out there with your fucking gear, with your buckle little chin strap from 1985. Like, dude, get the fuck out of here.
See,
Miss me
when-
with that.
When did you start losing your hair?
I was gone when I was 21.
Yeah,
Gone.
yeah.
Yeah.
I remember like mid-20s being on the beach and back of my head was burning. No one else's was.
Yeah, I got out of the
Like,
shower
shit.
one time. I looked in the mirror when it was still wet, and it was just like, I was like, dude, I got to take this off. I'm going to be 21, 22 years old with a comb over. I was like, I can't do this. I can't do
That's
that.
rough,
Yeah,
21.
bro. It
Yeah.
was. Yeah.
All right. So let's move on to another one. So there will be no Tush Push, no discussion about banning the Tush Push at the upcoming owners meeting. After how much attention it got last season, are you surprised this isn't even being brought up? Stevie the G. Stevie
Yes,
G.
I am surprised because all of a sudden Jalen Hurts didn't do as well as the year prior, and nobody wants to talk about it now. Josh Allen and the Bills run it more than the Eagles, and now it's fine for the league to have the Tush Push. And in years prior, they just talked about it over and over again. We're going to ban it. We're going to ban it. We're going to ban it. And now, I don't know if it was the offensive line or the play calling or why we couldn't run it last year. Very good. But it's ridiculous.
Remember, I was saying
They're hating on the Eagles. They're always hating on the Eagles.
They were all hurt. The whole
Haters
offensive line was hurt
Kazanus.
last year.
Right? Haters Kazanus.
Bullshit.
And then not to
You
mention
don't think
the teams
Dak
that-
Prescott behind that O-line could be just
Who?
as successful? Dak Prescott?
No,
I mean,
Strong dude.
I
big
think
dude.
any quarterback could.
not Dak.
Then why do you think they want to ban it to start if everyone could do it?
Because they can't do it like us.
Yeah, they can't do it like Jalen
It's the
Hurts.
only reason.
It was
and
the
it's funny 'cause
98 percenters. That's
But is it
Kelsey
because he wasn't as
podcast.
successful last season? So they're like, maybe the league's catching up? Or do you think it was poor execution on our end?
I think it was
Other
poor
variables?
execution. I just think, dude, I think last year was such a fluke. Like
Everyone
a
was hurt.
Weird clusterfuck of just, yeah.
They had to go over and get stem
Injury,
cells.
I think injury, I think camaraderie, and like just the flow was off. Like the vibe was off there. So like it just wasn't
Yeah, they-
clicking. But I think this year it's gonna. But it's just funny to see that like the fact that they're not even bringing it up in the owners meeting next week, I guess. And they made such a big deal about it going into last season, and the teams that like hated it the most or were so against it used it,
mm-hmm.
and it was just like,
It goes to show you how much everybody always hates on Philadelphia sports. I don't know why. Why does everybody hate us?
because we're assholes. We're an
Yeah, I guess.
asshole.
Yeah, I mean, we do bring it on ourselves.
Snowballs at Santa Claus.
That was in the 60s.
so far back.
That let it go. I did a
Right.
paper in college about it.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, so the rumors won't go away in this next topic. Maxx Crosby to the Eagles. Should Philly actually push to get a deal done, or is this just off-season noise at this point? Steve Brown.
I'm like torn. It's like 50-50, right? Because you see the Maxx Crosby, right? And you're like, ooh, maybe. Because we do need a whole, like, there is a need for a D end or, like, edge rusher, right? And then you hear what he just went through with the Ravens backing out because of the knee, which come to find out, too, he played last season and had a pretty good season with that knee banged up. So, like, I think the Ravens are just a shit organization and just completely botched that. As of today, would I do a deal? Absolutely, I would. Maybe not 2 first rounds, but if AJ stays and we're good, I would absolutely do 2 first rounds for him. Fuck it, fuck it. I mean, we're all in. We're all in right now. Fuck it. It's solved, dude. Our defense just got so much better. I don't even care what they do in the draft.
Wait, do you know how injuries work? Like, if he was injured on a knee last year and he's a pro athlete and he was playing on it,
And he had a monster season.
right? So, like, even when you heal a knee, arthritis eventually kicks in. How long was the deal?
I don't care.
I bet you that the doctor probably said, you know what, this is what we're hoping out of the surgery. Like, you can't really give away too much information. I think it's like a HIPAA violation if they did.
No, it's not HIPAA. Especially if you sign off on it, there's consent involved in everything.
What?
It's not a HIPAA violation.
If
The
you're
HIPAA
giving away
violation-
medical information?
Yeah, you're doing it with a team doctor, so it's not HIPAA.
Well, you're doing it with a doctor.
But I'm sure
I'm sure
Max
they
signs
bail
off
out.
on it. Like he's got to sign off on it to like talk about it.
Dude, I'm telling you, there has to be more to it. What was his contract for? 6 years?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember it.
But
If it was a
regard-
long-term contract and you got a gimp
it definitely
knee,
wasn't 6 years.
like a
No,
knee,
that's
even when a
probably-
knee's repaired, it
Probably
doesn't
3 or
stay like, it's not like, oh, you have a brand new knee. It's like a new normal.
So he's still under contract. So when you trade him, I think he's got a year or 2 left on it, and then it's up to you if you want to extend it. So it's probably no more than 4 years. But whatever. He's 29. Give it to him.
Nah.
It's just a big, flashy name. We won't end up with him.
No,
The
we
hole on the line will be filled, but at this point, Maxx Crosby, I don't think he's coming to
Dude,
the Eagles.
Yeah.
We will fill that hole for sure. I saw a
Yeah.
report that Howie was looking at the Vikings
Green-
D
yeah.
lineman or outside linebacker.
Yeah, but I haven't
Bernard-
seen that for
Bernard,
weeks. I
I
don't
think.
know. If, it's like I know who you're talking about. You sent-
Howie doesn't
Yeah,
make
he's
deals
another
like
young,
this.
good guy. So
You don't know with him though.
you don't.
He
which
doesn't
is
make
true,
deals
but
like
He
this.
does because look at how we acquired AJ. That was a draft day trade. He never does that.
Yeah,
We're
we're
never
like AJ
paying
wasn't like a
2
questionable,
firsts. Howie's never
like
done
injured player that you're going to give
Bullshit.
away
We did it
tremendous
for,
stock for.
We did it with Carson Wentz.
that. That's Carson Wentz. He was the 2nd overall pick.
Okay, just saying he does deals like that.
It ain't Maxx Crosby.
All right, but I mean, obviously the asking price just went down, so I'm just saying. Like,
Yeah,
Max
I mean,
Crosby's
if we get him, it's
injured,
gonna be
which is
cheaper.
why it's a question mark.
Yeah.
Howie doesn't do that.
he's playing this
Mm-mm.
year. He ain't missing
Nah, he's
Yeah,
gonna
but
play for sure.
What's he look like?
like a beast. He looks better than whatever. He looks.
Dude, the Raiders
Looks better than
should
Brandon
just
Graham.
keep him, dude.
I want-
Fernando.
Brandon Graham's in the
Fernando.
locker room as a.
Dude, he's coming to
Culture guy,
town, dude.
doctor.
The Raiders better watch out.
All right, speaking about the Eagles, let's talk about this Eagles wide receiver situation. This is probably topic of the night. We made a few moves this week, brought in some new weapons, and now the question is, why? Are these just depth moves, or is there something bigger going on here? Noah, would you be so kind to show the image? And did Howie load up at wide receiver because he's planning something with A.J. Brown? Is the Elijah Moore signing actually about keeping A.J. Brown happy or just coincidence? And if Marquise Brown is in the mix, is this finally his breakout year? And with all these names, do the Eagles now have the best receiving core in the NFL, Stevie G?
No, they don't have the best wide receiver core in the NFL. It still goes to the Bengals. We're acquiring all this talent because A.J. Brown is going to get traded June 1st when his salary cap hit drops from 40 million to $20 million because they can split it between this year and next year, I believe. So yeah, Hollywood Brown's your number 2, Elijah Moore, number 3, Darius Cooper. He's young, so he might show up and be really good. But yeah, we're number 2, but not number 1 in wide receiver room, especially when A.J. Brown's gone. I actually heard a report this week that A.J. sold his house in Philly. So the writing just keeps getting painted on the wall.
That's false. God, dude,
Go ahead, Steve Brown.
You are just stupid. You're just stupid.
No.
You are stupid, dude.
You're stupid if
oh my
you
God.
think A.J.'s coming
If you
back.
think that because we brought in Hollywood Brown on a 1-year, Elijah Moore, and
Mhm.
who? Demarius Cooper? That those guys are
Darius
gonna-
Cooper, and we drafted him.
Dude, stop playing. No, because let's just say the AJ trade happens, we're getting a primetime, like we're getting a player. We're not just getting picks. It's going to cost at least 1 first round plus probably your best receiver or some other
Peace.
hole. Yeah, right.
For sure.
And there's no way we're going into the season week 1 with Devontae Smith as 1, Hollywood Brown 2, and Elijah Moore.
That's not bad. That's not a bad wide receiver core.
Our team is worse without AJ Brown.
Absolutely. I agree with you.
He's still under contract. They can probably Howie can probably do some Howie shit and renegotiate and move some money around so it doesn't take that $20 million cap hit on June 1st. That's what's probably going to happen.
That's if you trade him. That's the only.
You can like renegotiate and stuff.
No, the
Move money
the
around.
cap hit is only if you trade him because it's in his contract.
Is
Whatever.
there nothing?
We're not trading him.
Is there nothing about his best friend now being on the team? You think that was
Best friend Jalen Hurts
there's
too.
anything to that?
No.
Or
I
Or it's
wouldn't be
just
surprised
coincidence?
if
now his best
he
friend
gets
too is
cut.
Elijah Moore.
Elijah Moore, yeah.
I
They
wouldn't
go
be
way
surprised
back.
if he
I don't know
gets
if it's his
cut
best
after the
friend, but
preseason.
They go way back.
It's his best friend.
I think Jalen's his best.
I don't know.
No, Elijah
I
Moore.
have no idea.
Regardless,
tell you who
they
his
brought a
friends
good
are.
friend of his on the team, and he's probably going to get cut and won't be a part of the 53-man roster.
You think he'll get cut? Elijah
Yeah,
Moore?
I think him or Hollywood for sure. These 1-year deals, they don't mean shit.
No, they really don't.
Elijah Moore is nothing. He's like he's maybe a step up from Jahan Dotson, maybe.
No,
but,
I don't even think that. Jahan
but
was
like
still pretty
Hollywood
good.
Brown having a breakout year in this offense with AJ and Devontae ahead of him, no shot. That number 3 receiver, you're lucky if you get 400 to 500 yards. Lucky.
That's why AJ's going to get traded, and Hollywood Brown's going to have an amazing year.
No, he's not. No, he's not. If we go in without, and just with picks, like with a first round and a second, like if we don't get like a big time player in that trade, we're fucked.
What would it take to get rid of AJ Brown? Would you take? Let me throw a couple scenarios out there. You guys just quick fire, yes or no. Ready? A number 2 receiver and a first round pick, Steve.
No.
Stevie G.
Yeah.
3 second rounds.
No.
No, you can't do that.
2 first rounds.
No.
1 first round and 1 number 1 receiver.
Depending on who that number 1 receiver is, maybe.
You have to.
You don't have to.
You have to.
No. In fact, you would
First round
take
for
him
this
a
year?
First round. What do you, like? Who's coming out in this first round that you want?
No,
We're-
really.
You have to
Doesn't have to
remember-
be
boy
just because you get a first
Kenyon?
round. It doesn't have to be a first round.
We're getting
Kenyon
him
Sadiq.
regardless. We're getting him regardless.
We're not getting Kenyon Sadiq
We're
either.
getting him regardless. But like, who else would you want? Right. So it's like
If you get that dude, you can say goodbye to AJ Brown.
No
You'll be
way.
just fine.
no way because no.
If you
He's
have
a
him
freak.
and Goddard walking around, you're talking about like,
There's
Aaron
packages.
Rodriguez and Gronk, or excuse me, Aaron Hernandez and Gronk years with Brady.
No, dude.
Dude's 2 tight ends on the
Goddard
field that
isn't
can
that.
just
Goddard
catch.
isn't him, man. Goddard isn't
He's
that.
not Aaron Hernandez, but
He's not a top.
he's good.
I'm not saying that the
He's
talent
good.
level's the
He's good,
same.
but
I'm
he's
saying you
nowhere
can play the
close.
offense the same.
You know, Goddard's not him if literally Sadiq is a better player than him right now. And
You
he hasn't
don't know
taken a
that
snap
until he's in the
NFL.
league. You can't say that.
All right. Let's get away from football, guys, because today was opening fucking day.
How about it?
You
Go
know?
Phils.
All right, so we finally got our first look at the squad against the Rangers. So what stood out? Are we overreacting already, or did you see some real signs of what this team could be moving forward? So, Stevie G, from today's game, so we got a big win, right? 5-3.
5-3.
what did you take from today's game?
Dude, your boy
Phillies
Marsh, wet hair. He's the best player on the field today.
Brandon-
Shut the fuck.
Brandon Marsh is a piece of shit. He sucks. The only thing that you know about him is his hair. That's it.
It's always wet.
The fact that you said that he was the best player on the field today is out of your mind. I don't even.
He
think...
hit 2 doubles and had a play at the wall.
Okay.
Yeah,
was.
yeah, cool. That's like
Brandon Marsh.
Not
He'll
to
be hitting
mention
210 by the
Schwarber
end
hit
of the
a home
season.
run. Boehm hit a home run. I don't know. The guy on the mound was lights out, and you're going Marsh over
Marsh.
those three.
Marsh.
Not to mention a
hair.
rookie.
Crawford with
He-
2
he went-
singles.
Yeah, he went 2 for 3.
Yeah,
Runs scored.
stop.
Kid's got talent.
Marsh.
I'm telling you.
He looks good.
There's a way about people carry themselves. That guy has a good pedigree. He's a freak. He's going to kill it for us. And let me tell you one more thing I noticed. John, you want to go? Yeah, I'll go. Let me tell you what I thought about today. First thing, I don't care if it's opening day. I don't care if it's midseason. I don't care if it's the end of the season. If your fucking starting pitcher is pitching a shutout, you go the fucking distance. Don't take him out if he's rolling. The kid had 10 strikeouts today.
Mm-hmm.
He was fucking pitching a shutout. Then you come out, you got a new bullpen. You don't really know much about them. The guy's starting to like, all right, you didn't have I don't think you had an out or you had one out before you had to go get your closer going because the bullpen was shaky as shit. Get the win. If your ace is throwing a shutout, let your ace be the ace. He'll be fine.
Yeah, why'd they
I
stop
forget
doing
where
that?
his pitch count was.
That drives me
I go
fucking
back
nuts,
and-
dude. How many games? He was at like 78 pitches by like the 5th inning. But
Yeah, but it would come down to how many outings did he get during training camp or
dude,
spring
it
training?
doesn't matter.
It
The guy-
does.
No, it
It
doesn't.
definitely plays a factor in the beginning.
No, if your guy, I
I'm
can't
with
tell you how many games that you lose because you have to take your starter out because of like analytics and shit. Like, do you think in like the 80s, like they had analytics? No, dude, they were smoking fucking cigarettes and fucking crushing beers in the locker room, and they were able to throw over 100 pitches a game, throw complete game shutouts, and then came back the next day or came back in their next time to play, and there was no problem. That's overly analytical, and you're losing games because of it. It's trash.
I agree completely.
I mean, I agree with you to an extent. I think also too, it comes down to the pitcher. Like, how's he feeling too? You know, if he's okay with it.
If you're a professional athlete and you're asking to come out when you're pitching a
I'm
shutout,
not saying he's asked.
then
to come out.
then I question that individual.
That's not true.
Every guy wants to play. Give me the fucking ball all the time.
If I'm going to switch it up, didn't Saquon say let the young boys eat when he was about to set a
Dude,
record?
no. That's when the game's in hand. That game was over. They had said either you get the rushing record or it wasn't a team thing. That was an individual decision.
Still a team thing, but
No, it wasn't. The game was
Yeah, I
over.
miss your jersey, Cliff Lee, out there pitching full.
But yeah, I
games.
mean, like I said, I see what you're saying. I go with it, but I think the player plays a factor depending how he feels. You know, it's the first game of the season. Again, how many outings did he get? You don't want to lose him. I mean, it's a double-edged sword. But if the player wants to be out there, you let him play. But yes, I agree with you. That does bother me when they do too much analytics. They pull him 10 strikeouts. You pitch 6 innings. Yeah, maybe let him go the distance or see.
Let your guy go and get the fuck out of there.
But at the same time, you see what your bullpen's doing. You want to see what you got. You got a 5-0 lead going in the 7th. You have arguably the best closer in the game. God forbid if it does get close, which kind of did towards the end there. But yeah, no, I mean, I can get behind what you're saying. That a lot of times that does piss me off. I still think it's a little too early in the season for that to really bother me. Now, if we're talking like
This division's going to get tight. You got the Braves and the Mets. Mets won today. I mean, it's game one.
stop, dude. Mets
Whatever.
are the Dallas Cowboys of baseball.
Skeens blow.
They will
Seen that?
blow it. They will blow it.
It's because New York is a mess, and so are the Mets. Stevie G, what do you take from this?
Alec Boehm might be his breakout year, guys. Finally, he can be always
Batting fourth, man. Yeah,
always been cracked up to be all these years.
I was surprised.
Dude, he looked great today.
Yeah,
He had a good game today, but even when he hit the ball, you can see on his face, he was like, holy shit, I can't believe I did that.
I was more.
I got more power in one arm than that dude does it with his entire swing.
Oh, come on.
You kidding me?
I was surprised with stop batting 5. That was my only question mark with that lineup today. I don't know if that had to do with the pitching, lefty, righty, whatever it was, like how whatever they do there, which I hate that. You go with your best players, right? You're not, but whatever. Stott did well, 2 hits.
if you want a guy to turn over the
Full
lineup
base.
that's quick, put Stott at the bottom of the lineup. The guy knows how to like take an at bat. He's quick on the base pass. He's not like a speedster, but he's quick on the base pass. Put Real Muto right before him,
Yeah.
and then you break up the
Garcia.
lefties. Put Marsh before him, and then put Garcia. I would put Garcia higher.
Yeah.
I'd put Garcia like
I know he didn't have a great outing
5.
on his debut, but yeah, I would put him higher. I think Crawford looked great against the first game of the season.
He missed that one ball though. He should have got out there.
Yeah,
Get
that
on your
one was a
horse.
little. It could have
Looked
gone
like he
either way.
overread it.
It was a
I
14
don't
mile an
know if
hour
it-
wind gust.
There was
today.
no wind. I lived
I don't
down
know
there.
if
They
There was
reported
no
it on
fucking
there.
wall was
Everything that they say on the
clear.
news is true.
bullshit. There was no fucking wind. He overread it.
No, he didn't. He's
Or
a
maybe
rookie.
he got afraid of the wall being close. He thought it was closer than what it actually was.
He's been playing it all year. He's an athletic
but
freak.
that
He'll run up
one-
the side of the wall.
You know who's worth his money? Kyle Schwarber.
Yeah, dude.
Schwarbomb. What do you think about that, John?
Dude, I'm not saying this year he's going to be bad, but what I'm telling you is that that contract on the tail end of it is we're going to regret it. At the tail end, has he got good baseball left in him? Yeah, but what I can tell you this: why would you put him 2-hole? You want people on the base path, right?
Yeah, I didn't
Like,
get that.
When
I think it's-
when Bohm hit his home run, there's 2 people on. I want to see, like, all right, I get it. You got Crawford, and then you got shortstop.
Trey.
Help me out. dude.
Trey Turner.
You got Trey Turner on there, right? So then you might have some guys that are like high on base percentage, but don't you want like I'm old school. I want my cleanup hitter hitting 4. That's what I want.
And I'm with you. And I think the reason why they do that is to keep the other team's pitching honest, where you have to pitch to him now. You can't just walk him. You can't, nor can you walk Harper, who's coming up after him. So it keeps the pitching on the defense honest.
But it's the same concept. So then why don't you
Yeah,
put
but I
him?
also
Why don't
think
you
Bryce
put him
won't jump.
3?
I think Bryce is like set at 3. He won't go to 2, which I would prefer. I would prefer to switch it, but
Why?
Schwarber's got a way better bat. And he's way more consistent.
Right now he does. That's
put-
for sure.
Even last
He
year,
is not more
Last year.
consistent. Hits 220. Bryce hits a higher average, so that means he's more consistent.
gets
I don't
more
know.
hits and more bombs. Significant.
Bryce
He gets
has
more
been
home runs. He doesn't get more
inconsistent,
hits.
man.
Huh?
Bryce has been inconsistent for a
Yeah.
while.
He's always streaky.
So like switch it up, man. Just jump up a different order. Like I don't know why he's so set on 3. Jump up to 2, right? Like he always says, whatever the team needs, they need me to go out in the field. They need me to play first. They need me to catch. He'll do whatever. But it's like, so go to 2.
I don't like a lefty ever being at 2. I like in a traditional lineup, you have your leadoff hitter who can take pitches, work a count, and he's fast. Then I like a right-handed bat that can put the ball anywhere he wants. So, like for example, if you have a leadoff hitter on first, and then you have a guy that can hit the ball to the right of the field. I mean, a lefty does that, I understand, but in different
I think
scenarios, when he can go left or right with the ball, you can advance the runner to third with 1 single. Then you have your best hitter in 3, which it's still Bryce Harper. Then you put your power hitter 4, and then you have a guy behind him, which is Bohm. They did the same thing. They just moved it up the lineup more.
Yeah.
Crawford won.
Too early for that.
Crawford
Yeah.
won.
I mean,
Crawford
No,
won.
he's overhyped.
No, eventually that would be the goal. to
Trey
get him-
Turner 2.
Yeah.
Harper
eventually,
3,
Eventually that would be
Schwarber
the-
4. That's my Johnny B's lineup. And I
But-
know how to make lineups. Philly gains softball team won 3 consecutive championships. We're in the championship 4 years in a row. I know how to make a lineup.
I don't know
I
if that
think-
translates.
I think in today's game, that whole lefty righty lefty, like I think it's a little overrated in today's game. Pitchers are good enough; they do whatever the fuck they want. Batters, you guys should be good enough to like adjust, like whether you're going oppo, like whatever it is, pull the ball, like whatever you like. I think that's very overrated. People I think rely too heavy on that. I think the substitutions. Oh, we got a lefty on the mound, so we're gonna sit this person and pull up. I think that's you're overthinking it, man.
That's not overthinking.
It is because it never ever like it doesn't.
No, there's
work.
reasons why
It
there's
doesn't work.
standards for things, and it's because it works
No.
over and over and over again.
It doesn't. It doesn't. I mean, look at the Phillies last year. Any move they made, man. Like, if you're a hitter, you're a fucking hitter. If you're hot, you're hot, man. It doesn't matter. We should have a lefty here, dude. Get the fuck out of here.
It does matter.
Dude, it's too much. Like, nah, you guys way over.
Remember when we had a traditional lineup when
sure
J-Roll was leadoff, and then we had one Placido Polanco at 2.
All right.
That guy could put the ball
when was
anywhere.
that, John?
And Victorino
was
actually 3.
Remember the last time?
When we were
aside
on a
from that,
playoff run,
Yeah.
and we didn't have Polanco in the World Series
Can you
team.
remember where a move since then has made sense in
What do you
recent
mean?
years?
What do you mean? Like since that?
Yeah.
We didn't have the talent. We had to get rid of our talent. We had to mine new talent. It took years. That's why that
doesn't matter.
all the shit in between, like the Ryan Howard Phillies and the Schwarber Phillies, all that stuff in the middle doesn't count.
It's junk.
It's rebuilding.
Mhm.
All right, so let's go to buy or sell. All right, because I would buy or sell Steve Brown 20 times over.
Dude, that was terrible.
I would buy you and then sell you, and I'd
couldn't
lose
afford me.
every
You couldn't
time.
afford me. You can't afford it.
I could afford you.
You couldn't afford
I
it.
could afford you.
You couldn't afford it.
It'd be very cheap.
You couldn't.
It'd be
No.
an inexpensive
No,
purchase.
you would have to take a loan out for sure.
I would call Jamie and she would
You
sell me.
Probably get denied.
She would give me.
You would get.
She would
denied.
pay me to take you off her hands.
Maybe.
Yeah. All right, Jamie, if you're in the chat,
Call in.
would you sell your husband to me?
That bitch loves.
All right, let's get into it. It's buy or sell, right? So if you don't like it, you're selling. And if you do like what I say, you're buying. And this is going to be the opening day MLB edition, right? So we'll go number 1. Stevie G, will start with you. Fans care more about drinking and vibes than baseball on opening day.
I don't think so. I'm going to sell that. I don't think so. Most of the diehard fans are down there. They're keeping the book like your mom back in the day. But, yeah, I'm going to sell that. That's why.
All right, Steve Brown.
Yeah, I'm gonna sell that. I think everyone's juiced up. They've been waiting around. I can't tell you how many. Like, I'm sure if you peep your Instagram or on social media, everyone posted my second home. You know, they've been waiting for this day. They'll pay. I mean, they sold out. They sell it every year. Yeah, I'm definitely selling that. That it's not just about drinking and vibes. They're paying attention. They are drinking. They are having vibes, but they're definitely locked into some capacity.
I'm buying it.
Of course you are.
Here's why I'm buying
Of
it.
course you are.
That stadium, when the team isn't good, that stadium is not full.
Bullshit.
When the team's good, the stadium's full.
Bullshit.
You know
On
why?
opening day?
You know why opening day is such a big thing? It's because of the booze. Because in Philadelphia, the majority of Philadelphians, both in Northeast Philly, I can vouch for, Delco probably, and the Roxborough community as well, are arguably functioning alcoholics.
Mhm.
Where like they just drink for every event that they do, every single.
But they're
social
definitely paying attention.
Listen, how many girls that don't really watch any baseball go to opening day because it's a fun party?
I don't want to say a fun party. I think they pay more attention than you think. And if you think majority of the fans are young girls, you're out of your mind. You're out of your mind.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, dude, no shot.
Yeah. I don't agree with you on that,
No.
John.
No shot.
I'm absolutely right. All right.
Dude,
I was
Philly's
looking
been
into the
selling
crowd.
out.
There was
Philly's
a bunch
been
of
selling
old
out
heads,
since
okay?
the Ryan Howard, Chase Utley.
You were able to
days.
watch TV, the crowd in the TV.
Yeah,
Yes.
they always show it. They always show it, a wide shot. And that,
And you can
even
see
at the-
all the individual people.
I
I
mean,
saw a decent amount.
Fuck
It-
out of here.
dude, they are. And when every time.
They're locked in.
Yeah, they're locked,
Locked in the
They're
what?
not boozing and cruising.
Dude, I'll go into that parking lot. You're going to see like 18 through 24-year-olds
Sanchez
That's
got
in
a
the
getting
parking
standing
lot.
absolutely
ovation when he
ripped
came
up
out of the
on
game.
Milwaukee's best.
Sanchez
in the
got a
parking lot.
Natty
standing
Ices.
ovation today as he left. Same with every home run, like everything, man. They've been selling out since the Chase Utley, Ryan Howard days.
That's not true. There was a huge drop off.
Not since no.
Remember we had
Better check.
consecutive-
ever since
We had sellouts. We had like consistent sellouts, and it was like a record. And they would announce it every
not
year.
since Citizens
Phillies
Bank's been
at every
open.
game.
Not since 03. Same thing with the Eagles and Lincoln Financial. They sell out almost every game. It is always packed. You can
Baseball's not.
you can give it a goog.
You can't have
Right
it.
now, if the Phillies were
You
like
can't
the
have a
Miami
shitty team in the
Marlins-
middle of July heat.
When was the last time we had a shitty team?
We're not talking about that. We're talking
Even
about
if we
opening
don't
day.
make the
everything in
playoffs.
between?
No, that's
The
not
Ryan
true.
Howard Phillies
That's
and the
not
Schwarber
true.
Phillies, we had a shit team.
That's not true. Maybe, but like, dude, we were still selling out.
No, we weren't.
Yeah, we were.
I guarantee you we were not selling out. The attendance goes way lower. They were doing like dollar dog nights. They were doing bring your pet to the stadium nights. When they do all those fucking things, it's because those are the things. Those are selling tactics.
Even when we suck,
to
people
get butts
come.
in the seats.
On opening day,
It
though, they
hasn't
were
been
selling
like
out?
that since Veterans Stadium.
Opening day will give you a sellout, but
Yeah.
not throughout the season.
That's what
gonna
we're
be
talking
close.
about.
It's going to be it's like 90%. Like, dude, there's never going to be a
That's
time.
not true.
Dude.
Nah, the Phillies don't always sell out, but opening day they do.
I mean, not every team sells out, right? Because there's always some type
Stadium's
of
like half
ticket.
filled when the team sucks.
Yeah, you guys are tripping with that. We're gonna have to give that a goog or something because
What are you gonna
Philly's
what
been-
are you gonna do? What's the goog?
Yeah, you can't Goog that. You can just look into
Wait,
the
can you
crowd.
guys read that? I can't. I'm old. I can't.
when was the
see.
last time Philly sucked? 2012 to 2018.
2016.
But even when we sucked during those years, people were showing up, man. We weren't not like getting close to capacity.
Whatever.
Yeah,
Go ahead
I,
and move on.
I disagree, and we'll look that up. We'll report back.
Mhm.
Noah, if you'd be so kind to go to number 2, please. Thank you. So, opening day, right? Buy or sell, Steve Brown. Day games on opening day are better than night games.
Yeah. To me, opening day with the Phils is like a day game, but the best games are at night for sure.
Stevie
But
G.
opening day, it's got to be a day joint.
Stevie G.
Yeah, and I feel the same way. I'm going to buy that. Opening day, it should be a day game.
I feel like it's almost a borderline holiday. I don't know about you, gentlemen. Well, John, I guess it doesn't pertain to you since you're a business owner. You do whatever the fuck you want. Same with you too.
Philly games open on Christmas.
But
Yeah.
like, I work in the office. We turn the last 10 years. Opening day is on the TV. It doesn't matter the time. If it's 1, if it's 4, if you're still there, doesn't matter.
Yeah, half of the construction
Especially
crew was
opening
at
day, it's on.
opening day today.
And then
so.
during the season, I'm sure people are pulling up their YouTube
Kids-
TV or whatever. But
When I was in high school, about 37 years ago, they used to tell
Hold on,
us
hold
like
on.
when,
it's been 37 years.
no, it hasn't been 37 years, but
My man, old as shit.
I'm old enough now to have
Damn.
gone to high school twice, like the whole thing.
Mhm.
Anyway, when they would give us notices that if you miss and we find out you're at opening day, like that's gonna be a problem. Like they would threaten you because that's how kids would just bounce out of school and go to opening day. But I'm gonna sell that
Of course you are.
because
What in the world are you talking about?
listen, there's a reason. There's something about like the opening day on a nationally televised like station where they do like the whole preamble where like the national anthem's being played. You see the players lined up. They got their hands on their hearts, the hats on their heads. They got the eagle coming down. It shows all that. You're fucking juice, brother. You got a little chill in the air because it's still nighttime and it's only March. And it gets you ready for baseball. You got the national guys on your side and the two arguably two competitive teams going after it. It just gets my juices flowing in my giblets.
I really want to hear John just say, "Take me out to the ball game."
Yeah.
I was just waiting for that the
Noah,
whole time.
Maybe we'll do it.
take me
another
out
time.
to the ball game.
Wait, you want it at night?
Beautiful.
Huh?
Opening day should be
Yeah.
during the day, man.
I think
Opening day.
no. Games on opening day. The night ones are usually like nationally televised games. I like the Sunday night baseball on ESPN when they do that.
Mhm.
I just you see them like running out of the dugout at night. The stadium's packed. I like the presentation of it on television, and to me, that's like more official for baseball than like a weekday afternoon game that's televised locally. Does that make sense? It just seems more important to me that you have a nationally televised game.
Yeah, I mean, those are always like the heaters,
It's
the
the-
prime time match.
yeah. So that's what I'm saying.
I mean, I could get behind it if it's like because not everyone works at a place where like you have the luxury of like turning on a 1 p.m. game or a 4 p.m. game.
That's what I mean.
So you
S- networks
could
think
wait.
that one thing is going to be possibly
The
better
Phillies
to
versus-
watch than the other.
Phillies versus the Rangers. I mean, Rangers ain't. They're like a 500 club right now. They're not.
I like that organization too.
I mean, I do.
do.
They still screwed me over with my under.
I mean, they
bet.
still compete. Don't get it twisted,
I'm
but they're
pissed.
still like a 500 ball club. Like we should have won,
Yeah.
or like we were expected to win. I don't think the
Yeah.
Rangers are gonna. I don't think the expectation for the Rangers this year is what it is for the Phillies. But, yeah, Opening day.
during the day.
So Stevie G, buy or sell? Opening day crowds are the most electric in sports.
No,
No
absolutely not. So sell that. Nothing was more electric than going to the Wells Fargo Center and watching the Flyers playoff game, like however long
Nobody
ago,
watches.
like 8 years ago.
Nobody
It was
watches.
the most electric thing. When they were good, people were watching.
10 guys and like 6 of their kids are watching hockey. No one watches.
It
It's
was
a distant
Packed
fourth
in that
in
Wells
terms of
Fargo Center.
sports.
There's a dome. They had like the whole light show going. Every hit, everybody went absolutely insane. There's nothing more electric than that. Maybe you could argue a Phillies playoff game. I was there when we
Yeah, I
played
was there, dude. That was probably one
That
of the
is-
Yankees in 09.
Dude, there's
That was
something
electric,
about
too.
a playoff game
But-
in Citizens Bank Park. You're watching every pitch like it's the
from the
last.
first
Mhm.
pitch to the last. You're on the
You're
edge of your
locked.
seat.
Dude, like when they go to commercial, you're like, thank God, I need to take a second.
I would
know?
almost argue. I'm gonna save it.
You gonna say better than football?
No.
Because
I was
that
gonna
was
say
my
something
take, and you
different.
hated it last week or a couple weeks ago, whenever.
Dude, I've never been to an Eagles playoff game, so I cannot speak. But I've been to the Phillies playoff game. It was Game 5, 2 or 3 years ago, ALDS against the Braves when we won it out. When we beat them, I think we ended up losing to the Diamondbacks that year.
Sounds right to me.
Yeah, or no, maybe it was the Astros.
I don't know.
So-
We lost
whatever.
the Astros in the World Series.
All right, so it was the year that the Diamondbacks. Yeah, I was at Game 5 of that, and that was the most electric sports thing I've ever been a part of, ever.
Dude, I've been to a lot. I've been to a couple Eagles playoffs. Been to a lot of Phillies playoffs. Went to the World Series a couple years back.
Like to the game.
Yeah. Now, like, granted, the Phillies won most of the times I went, so like the vibes are going to be different. The Eagles, every playoff game I've been to, they lost. So I'll never go to another one ever again. I'll
You went last.
do it for the team.
That wasn't a playoff game you went to last year.
No, I did. What, the Eagles?
Yeah.
We went a couple months ago. It was the coldest I've ever been.
But was that a
Remember, I
playoff
was like, I
game?
was a biological female during it.
Yeah, you were texting. Yeah, we were
It was
texting during it.
tucked
But was
in.
that a playoff game?
Yeah, that was the game that we lost and the season. The Niners.
Oh, yeah.
Coldest I ever thought in my life.
yeah.
I thought I was going to lose at least one finger.
But you said something about how hockey isn't electric.
Hockey, no. Nobody watches it. It doesn't
Playoff
matter what
hockey,
happens in
dude.
hockey. Listen, a typical sports fan
No one watches it
cannot
on
name
TV.
5 hockey players.
You'd be
But everyone else can name. But a typical fan can name like
not a hockey.
you can
city.
name 5 basketball players. You can name 5 football players. You can name 5 baseball players. The average fan cannot name 5 hockey players.
Yeah, but we're all.
Hockey ultimately is a distant fourth to the 4 main sports
I agree, but
in this
playoff
city,
hockey
yes.
with the 4 main.
electric, bro.
I don't doubt that it is for the 4 people that watch it.
You know what
I'm sure they all.
It was a
enjoy
packed stadium. Packed. Sold out.
Yeah, dude.
I'm
Anyone
sure
that's
it was
watching
like
hockey in
playoff.
Philly is like smoking a fucking rocket,
I'm sure.
and they're like, "Oh, my dad in
sure any
1964 had
sports
the same
team
seats." Gives a
in
fuck.
Philadelphia that's in the playoffs.
Out of shape.
Basketball, football, baseball, hockey. It's going to be fucking electric. It's Philly, but a sleeper. And overall, I'm not a fan of this sport. But if you want to get juiced up for cheap,
Union.
dude,
Doop, 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 doop. I
that-
hear.
I don't know what's going on. I couldn't tell you one rule,
Yeah,
but these guys are out there kicking it like they care,
I'll tell you what.
and they're getting after it.
In my peak athleticism, I was a monster soccer player.
I heard you got some wheels on you.
I'm the fastest dude that you don't know about. I'm not gonna last. I'm not gonna last a long time, but I'm gonna last. I'm gonna move when I want to. I'm a problem on the base path. I'll tell you that. And I'm a dickhead too. If we play sports and I hit a little looper into the outfield, I'm running for second every single time. I
Why not?
don't care if you're lackadaisical.
Yeah, wheels.
But anyway, I agree that a Union game is awesome. You know what else I'm going to say? A basketball playoff game.
Oh, I'm sure. Well, like I said,
When the team is good. Not when you're like an 8 seed.
yeah, but even then, right? Like any playoff game, if your team makes the playoffs, especially in Philly, in one of the 4 major sports, it's going to
Yeah.
be electric.
The four major sports being football, baseball, basketball, and soccer.
Yeah.
And then hockey is all the way down there.
Dude,
So
you'd
we're-
be surprised, bro. I've been to a hockey game and they haven't been relevant, and it is still electric in there.
Yeah.
I'm not a hockey guy, and it was a regular season game.
Yeah, because Joey from South Philly, whose dad used to play in the rec league, still fucking has season tickets from the 60s, and they're not giving it up because the Fly guys, because we got to win a fucking cup, and we haven't won a cup.
Yeah, but
Fuck
it's
outta here.
still
Eric Lindros.
better to be at it than to I won't watch it on TV. But if I got tickets and they were probably like if someone
Hockey sucks. The only thing I remember about hockey was when LeClaire was on the team, and it was the same time. I think it was 2008, 2009, 2010
he was gone then.
when they were in the playoffs.
No. You're thinking
Danny Briere?
Giroux's team.
Danny Briere.
Danny Briere, Giroux.
He was early 2000s, late 90s.
You're right. And
Carter.
that run was awesome.
That was like
And we're,
Leclerc,
like, watching that
Lindros,
during the Phillies.
Desjardins.
That's
yeah,
before.
that was like late 90s.
John LeClaire, Eric Lindros, Desjardins.
Desjardins. Who else did they have? Who's the
They had Hextall was in goal.
No, that was way
Yeah.
That's
before.
way-
They had,
Hextall was
they had Eric Snow.
No,
They had Gar-
He's just
Boucher.
They had Gar
Boucher.
Snow.
They had the bull Boucher.
Yeah, they had Bobby
random
Boucher.
people.
I think his name was dude. It was something like that.
Yeah, they had
Anyway, we're all in
Tony
agreement.
McTabler.
Opening day crowds are not the most electric.
Stevie G, thank you for bringing us back. Let's go to topic 4, please. All right, so pitchers are Stevie G, buy or sell. Pitchers are always ahead of hitters on opening day. And what I mean by that is like further along, like prep for the season.
That you think that the advantage is in the pitching than it is at the batting.
Exactly. Like the
Opening day.
timing is there because you probably get more pitches thrown during spring training.
See, I'm on the fence with this one because I was going to buy this because you would think Chris Sanchez had a great day. But then you look at the other games today. What was the final score of the Mets game? Like 11-4, 11-5? That's a
I think it was
ton of runs.
11-7 now.
I don't know. I don't remember. I was asking. But so I'm going to sell that. The bats and the pitching are just about equal opening day, at least this year.
Steve Brown.
Yeah, I think I don't think they're if pitching does have advantage on opening day, I think it's slightly. I don't think your starters, especially your opening day starter, is probably thrown like a lot during training camp or spring training.
Are you selling this?
Yeah, I'm selling it.
Jesus.
I'm selling it.
Good
Yeah.
Lord.
I don't think
You guys are wrong all night.
I don't think it makes
Today they
me
weren't.
more mad when I see our bats not hitting on opening day than a pitcher struggling. I'm more concerned that our bats aren't hitting than a pitching struggling.
Pick me.
John, you buying or selling this?
I'm fucking buying this. Let me tell you why.
Hey, man, if this was true, I would have hit my under bet, and I didn't.
Oh, that's not fair. But this is absolutely true, and let me tell you why. Charlie Manuel historically would always call like the hottest part of summer hitting season. And why? Because the air is thinner, so the ball travels further. That's when the hitter has any kind of advantage. Besides that, the hitter is always at a disadvantage. The pitcher is the guy that knows what pitch is coming. The catcher tells him, he agrees to it. The batter always has to guess. It's always going to be a guessing game. He doesn't know what's coming. He's just guessing. The pitcher always has the advantage. And then to start off a season, you haven't seen that pitcher all year. You can watch tape, but like you don't really know what to expect from this guy, right? So you have to. That's why baseball's so many. Like you play multiple teams like multiple times, so that you get a good look at that pitcher, and then the next time you see him again, you're like, all right, I know how he did this, right? So, an opening day, the pitchers are always ahead of the hitters.
So it's funny you say that because Pete Rose completely disagrees with you, and
Yeah,
I'm gonna
well,
disagree with you too.
I'll never be in the Hall
That
of
when
Fame,
you're
and
in the
neither will
pros,
I.
There's
so-
a reason why that like you see the pitchers all the time, so like So I think the pitching may have a slight advantage because do I know what pitch he's saying? But like I watch enough tape, I've seen you enough times that like I know your stuff.
Yeah, if you're a veteran.
And you hear pros even say it's easier to hit in pros than it was back in college or AAU because you would see these guys once a year or once every so often. You see the same guys every year, multiple times a year.
Yeah, if you're a veteran. But what about when a guy comes over from
All right, but
Japan.
You were saying
haven't
as
seen
in
him yet.
general. You
I'm
were
saying in
as
general, the pitcher always has the advantage because they're the ones throwing the pitch.
They should, but that's not necessarily true. That's not necessarily
I mean,
true.
the Phillies
It's
had a ton
100%
of hits
true.
today.
I just listed perfect reasons and rational
No,
explanations.
because you
as
see
to
them more
why
often
I'm buying
than
this.
not. You see them more often.
The pitcher, just as much as the batter sees the pitcher sees the batter. You don't think he has tape on him?
Yeah, but what are you going to say?
You just always,
Yeah,
you
he
always
swings
have
the
to
bat.
evolve.
He swings the bat.
And then it's all about adjustment.
Let's say
Professional sports are all about adjustment.
They probably do, but I don't think it's as big as you're making it seem.
It doesn't
It's a
matter if
slight
it's a little bit or if
advantage.
it's a lot. It's a problem.
No.
All right, so number 5.
Take a breath.
I hate you. Number 5, buy or sell. Stevie G. Closers blowing saves on opening day. This is pretty apropos of today. Closers blowing saves on opening day is a bigger deal than people admit. Stevie G, buy or sell?
Nah, I'll sell this too. It's the beginning of the season. Everybody's just getting in the swing of things. If they blow a save, it's really not as big of a deal as you should make it out to be. It's like towards the end of the season, it would matter more. So, not a big deal.
You know what? Can I say something? I don't like when people say that. Like, it's just the beginning of the year. Like what? Like the win or the loss matters more or less. Like everything that it all compounds itself, right? Like it's an accumulation of the year, right? Like your wins and losses. So like your day one win is ultimately just as important as like the last win of the season. All the games are important. So like I want every game to be important. I think it's ultimately like fans blow it out of proportion because Steve, I'm sorry. I think fans ultimately blow it out of proportion because it's opening day. Opening day is usually a sign of like summer's coming. We're pumped. We're amped. Our team is back. You want to kick that off with a victory. It doesn't happen. Then it's like, shit, we're fucked. The rest of this summer's going to suck. But, and normally opening day, they get a day off. So you have to sit in that like excitement and then depression for a day before you can play again. I'm going Saturday.
So are you buying or selling that?
I don't even remember what it was about.
Opening day.
Opening day, take it more than it is. I buy it.
Closers blowing saves opening day is a bigger deal than people know.
If a closer blew a save on opening day, I'd be like, and it was Duran, I'd be a little worried.
So I'm going to buy this too, just in the simple fact that like the starting pitchers can afford to lose a handful of games and still be like considered elite or have a good year. When it comes to like closers who like, dude, I mean, they come in when the heights are at the highest, right? Like, dude, bases loaded, 2 outs. You're a bad pitch away from fucking this up, and
Duran
one
was
or
close
two
today.
blows, like one or two blown saves, could make or break your.
Yeah.
Can closers get Cy Youngs?
No. Well, I mean, technically you could, but they're not going to be considered for them.
But like one or two blown saves
Maybe.
could like make the difference of you being the best saver or not, right? Or like whatever it may be, like whatever those awards are, where like a starting pitcher can afford to take a handful of losses, because a lot of those losses too aren't on the pitcher, which they got to fix that because that's a whole other thing. But a handful of losses to a closer, you might not be on the team much longer if you have a handful.
Yeah.
You know, depending on how many times you get out there too, right? Like I think it's
That's not what we're talking about, though. We're talking about opening day.
yeah, opening day. So yeah, if a closer blows
a
it on
big
opening
deal?
day, I think it's. I don't think they
that's
suck,
worrisome.
but I think I'm a little more concerned. Like especially if I'm a closer.
Bro, imagine if your team came in and you had a 5-0 lead going into like the 7th, 8th inning, and then your bullpen just blows a 5-run lead. I'm gonna be like, that's a problem, and we're gonna,
I'm not saying the
that's something to
season's
talk
over. We suck, but like if I'm the closer and I get marked, I'm 0-1. I've blown my first. Like yeah, dude, that's gonna bother me as a fan. I'm not saying the season over or Duran sucks or whoever our closer is that did it at the time, but
It's the best.
But also-
it's the best walkout in baseball, and fans got to experience that today. But my opinion, go see it at a night game.
sure.
Fuego, 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 fuego. The answer going across the screen. The lights are all flickering. It's like
He
a
said the
goddamn
ants are
rave.
going across.
It's the ant. He's a spider. He's a
Spider.
spider, but it looks like an ant because it's side dimensional. But it looks like it's a fuego.
All right, so let me ask you a question before we wrap this up. Are you more concerned with the Phillies losing opening day or the Birds losing week 1? What's more concerning to you?
Eagles, because it's less games.
Okay.
So it's
Okay.
less room for.
I was about to say, if you give
I
us the
agree.
Phillies.
But every time you think in baseball and they're like, yeah, there were like 2 games out and there's 3 games left, and you're like, man, we're in a playoff push. Like, remember 07 when the Phillies they just started peaking, and it was, I think the Mets had to like lose a bunch of games and we had to like win a bunch of games. And it's like, man, how many games in the beginning of the year like did you really want back?
Sure.
Could have won. That like would not even put you in this
But I
situation.
think there's meteor games like after your team gets rolling or like you've been in a groove for like a few months. Like there's no answer. Like there's no reason why you shouldn't be loose or ready to go come midsummer or 2 months in. So yeah, even though you blew, opening day or that first series, I think you're going to pick way more games that they lost mid-season than in early the season. Like, you know what I'm saying? Baseball season is just so long that like
every
opening
game
day.
matters. Every
I mean,
single
yeah,
game matters.
ultimately, yeah, it matters.
All right, so shout out to Terry in the chat saying, no, that's not Terry.
It is.
Terry's calling himself handsome. He's a handsome guy. All right, so let's go to the final segment of tonight, and that's hot takes. So let's close out on that. I'm not going to read from the prompter, Noah. I thank you for being. Noah is getting better and better every week.
Yo,
He's a
shout out
fucking man.
Noah,
Yeah.
right?
Don't even mention it, fellas. Just doing my
Shout
job.
out Noah. Last few weeks been crushing it, buddy. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thank you, fellas. For you, the world.
Yeah. And be on the lookout for his comedy show at Outflight Fitness.
Mm.
We'll start that off right now. But so we got hot takes. Are we all doing one, Steve? It's your show.
Yeah, if we got time, we'll go. If we got time for all 3, we'll do them. If not,
Stevie G, you want to start it?
Sure. My hot take for this week is the NBA players are the softest players in sports. Yep.
why is that, Stevie?
Everybody's always hurt. They're taking rest days. I remember you used to have to be tough to play a sport. And in the NBA, they're just not anymore. I mean, you got a couple tough guys like Jokic, but overall, these guys are sitting. They got a bad toe. They'll go take a nap on the
A lot
sideline.
of tic-tac or injuries.
On the court side, put on their hoodie and sit back in the back with the fans. And
I
that's
bet you
just
they end up
bullshit.
at the
That's
club
not-
though after, right?
that's
Like they
not-
probably go to the party after, right?
Yeah,
But they can't.
That's not sports.
You can't compare that.
all right,
These-
all right,
These
all right.
guys are pampered and they're soft as baby shit.
Steve, you have anything to that? Because I do.
I mean, I don't disagree. I think
You're-
that's the problem with today's basketball, man. Why it's so brutal, right? No one plays defense. There's not a lot of hustle. These guys are shooting, and as soon as like what happened to crashing boards, especially on offense, you watch one person shoot, literally the whole team starts turning around or backpedaling like he's gonna make it. Unless you're Steph Curry or like someone who is shooting above or close to 50%, like how come no one's crashing boards, dude? There's no traditional big man anymore, which was a key part of the game. The defense is definitely soft.
Bro, you just bitched at me about not talking about traditional lineups in baseball and like all that stuff doesn't matter. Now you want to talk about a different sport and being like, well, there's no traditional this. That's what it's lacking.
Yeah, because there's a traditional big man's way different than a traditional lineup in baseball.
How?
Because they're traditional, like your Shaquille O'Neal's, man. Like imagine how much better Embiid would be if he had like a post. What happened to the post? It's like, yo, I need a 7-footer and I need you just to grab defensive boards and shoot a 3-pointer.
That's a conversation for how your team is structured. So like
Name one center or big man in the league that does that.
No,
Every big man
that's what I
tries to
mean.
shoot.
Like if Kobe's on your team, all Shaq needs to do is get
Jokic
boards and
crashes
dunk.
boards, but he's
right?
tough.
But
yeah.
there's another team where a guy like Embiid, he's more useful because he can also shoot.
I don't mind if they
It's
do
different.
it,
It's how your team's structured.
but like the fact that teams are like, I don't mind if you do it, but like, dude, there's honestly, if you are relying on your big man to shoot a 3, you have bigger problems, right? Like, what's your point guard doing? What's your shooting guard doing? What's your small like? Those guys should be able to shoot.
But yeah, well, if
So like, if you need your
can
big
do it,
guy,
let him do it.
sure, every once in a while, but like, there's no reason why Embiid should be hanging out at the three line or a mid-range shot, whether it's Embiid or any or any big man. It's just like, dude, the game is just. We talk about how football's changed over the last 20 years, dude. Basketball is so bad to watch right now, man. It is so brutal.
You have LeBron to thank for that. Bro. Here's the thing: that's basketball is not the softest sport.
It is, dude. Tennis players are more tough than
the softest sport is soccer, and it's not even close. No. And that's why when people call
that's okay.
The soccer
I'm
flopping,
okay with the soccer player doing
the basketball players are getting that from soccer. Basketball is nothing more than soccer with hands. You use your hands. You can't use your feet. In soccer, you use your feet. You can't use your hands. Dude, it's the same game.
Baseball
soccer's larger on a larger platform
than basketball players.
And baseball players are. Let me tell you why baseball players are tougher. Not because of what they do on the field, but how they handle travel. You have to travel to so much. Sometimes you probably forget where the hell you are. You're like, oh shit, I thought I was in South Dakota. I'm in North Carolina. Like you don't know where the fuck you're at when you're probably playing baseball. Because you're just traveling all the time. That takes more of a tone on your body than anything else.
It's like more the least physical sport there is.
No, basketball is actually a very physical sport.
No, baseball is the least physical sport, and these guys are tougher. But the guys playing,
it's not physical, but you could fucking die with a higher probability than anything else. Because if a guy's throwing 100-mile-an-hour fastball at your dome, it probably fucking hurts when you get hit, or you could die. If you get hit with a ball that's hitting you out or hitting the infield, probably could die.
It's pitiful.
You could probably die.
JT Realmuto is tougher than 90% of the NBA right now, and it's honestly ridiculous.
Here's the thing, though, but like we know more. Like basketball players, all professional athletes, right? Like these organizations invest in these guys because they want them to play for a long period of time, right? So like we know more about medicine and the medical field, right? So we know that these guys that are like 7 feet tall, like walking is different for them. Like their knees, their hips, their feet, they like they're not, people aren't really meant to be that tall. So when you're like running like an athlete, like a guy that, it's different when you're 7 foot versus a guy that's like 6'3", right? Because your body just can't handle that kind of strain because everything's longer. So the things that are supporting those there, you're a carpenter, you know.
Yeah.
When you have like less support structures in between long areas, it makes things more unstable. So imagine like over time when you're a taller player, we know that like these guys can't do that. And Shaq was different because he was like a beefier fella. He had weight supporting him.
But that's the difference, right? No one's in the weight room like that. No one's working on. I mean,
you can't be in the weight room. I tried to play basketball in St. Lucia. I'm too big.
All right,
I
John,
shot.
You're not a basketball player. These guys are playing basketball at a professional level and have been playing their whole life. So they should be in basketball shape or take better care of their body. I mean, dude, yeah, as tough as Jokic is, he looks like a pile of shit out there. Keep it a buck. Even Shaq didn't give a shit about training. That was Kobe's biggest gripe with him. He didn't give a shit, right? All these guys come in out of shape, looking like bags of shit, right? And you want to talk about the tallness or whatever, take care of your body. You ain't hooping in Skechers. It matters what's on your feet.
It doesn't matter what's on your feet.
And if you think you're getting freaky on a basketball court in a pair of Skechers, you're out your fucking mind.
If you throw down 50 with Skechers on your feet, they deserve to be on your feet, okay?
What are you wearing?
Matter.
You're playing basketball. What are you playing? What are you wearing?
Nikes. That's all I wear.
Is there a specific shoe?
No.
Steve?
Probably a Nike or a Jordan.
I'm not playing. Jordan? Are you ever wear Jordans?
It depends. The Jordan, the Concords, the 11s,
they're terrible.
They're not terrible.
You're not playing ball on them.
Yeah, you could.
No, you're not.
Yeah, the Concords you could.
No, you're not.
I'm not playing in like the first Jordan 1s. You're out of your mind.
I'm playing in like Kobe's.
Do you know who's crazy? Rasheed Wiles would play in Air Force 1s. Like high.
That's
like,
wild.
That's wild. and Bull could hoop.
What's your hot take, Steve Brown?
So staying on the basketball tip, they have a rule, right, that like you're not eligible for All-Star or any type of awards if you don't play more 62 games. You cannot miss. You have to play in 62 games to be eligible for All-Stars.
Yeah, why do they even have that rule?
So what I'm thinking,
because the players are soft.
I mean, the NFL.
No, you have to create like a stat line.
Yeah.
You need enough body of work.
That put the idea in my head. Why not just switch to a 62-game season? 82 games of watching this horseshit is terrible. So I feel like they would try harder because the season's shorter, So they
No,
have to
dude, there's-
they have to win more games like sooner.
You think any organization is going to be like, yo, let's take away 20 games of fans that bought tickets that fill the stadium, that we make money from those ticket sales. Let's take away 20 games from like the concession sales and apparel sales that happen and the merchandise sales.
They're already
Let's
losing.
take away 20 games with our contracts with the networks that we get money for.
But
Let's take away all of those things and make
And
it better.
the NFL plays 17 games, and they are the biggest.
They're biggest in America.
Okay, basketball's still going to be huge. You're playing 62 games. There's still a shit ton of games.
No, every game is watched differently and every game is formatted differently.
I'm just saying what they're doing now. They're obviously losing money. The All-Star game and the All-Star break's a fucking joke. It's probably the worst All-Star thing in professional sports.
No, dude, every All-Star game is terrible. The only game All-Star game worth watching is baseball.
All right, yeah, I mean, sure, but basketball is brutal. I
Dude,
mean,
NFL is playing flag football. You're telling me you're talking
listen,
about
that's a
brutal?
different. Hey, listen,
Oh,
that
it's
wants to be
different.
your
Making
take.
steps.
No. If that wants to be your
Oh,
take, we can get
football,
into
Steve.
it. I'm just talking about basketball. It's been brutal, man. They're trying to do this mid-season tournament. No one gives a fuck about that shit, man.
And that's shortening the game.
It's not shortening the game. It's just trying to get people engaged. That's how bad it sucks that you're trying to get people engaged during mid-season.
Everyone's doing it. The
But it
baseball's
doesn't
trying to
matter.
do that.
Who won last year? The mid-season tournament. Anyone know? Because no one gives a fuck.
Yeah, Joey the plumber.
Yeah, exactly. No one gives a shit. It's the dumbest thing.
I think it was the Lakers.
No, the Lakers won the first one.
Okay.
It's the dumbest thing. So stupid. A mid-season tournament? What? Get the fuck out of here, man. John, what the fuck's your hot take?
Oh,
Is it hot?
I prepared a statement.
Huh?
Is it hot?
He's prepared a statement, so
It better be hot.
yeah.
I mean, you guys read it already. You guys did basketball takes on opening day. Way to go. So
We're sports, dude. We talk about all sports.
we don't talk about specific things on specific days. So my hot take is opening day in Philly is the most overhyped day in sports. One bad inning and your ace is washed. One hot rookie game and fans want a lineup overhaul. Crawford. If we win, it's a World Series lock. If we lose, the season's cooked. Reality, it's game 1 of 162. Half the stadium is blackout drunk, treating it like game 7. That's my hot take. Philly fans make too much of every single game. And they're too reactive.
Well-
I don't like Philly fans.
You don't like what?
I don't like Philadelphia fans.
I don't like your
You listen to sports radio, you become a negative person. You become a negative person when you listen to is Angelo Cataldi still on the show? Still have a show? He retired.
He retired.
Good. He should have. He should have retired like 5 years before. That guy was such a hater of everything.
Yeah,
And I'm going to hate on the hater. But ultimately, I don't like Philadelphia sports fans in the whole because way too reactionary on everything. Like, you wanted Jeff Garcia to be your franchise quarterback.
That's not true.
Yeah, it is. What do you remember? Remember Merry Christmas, Philadelphia?
I remember Jeff.
You don't remember
Garcia,
that?
But no one wanted to be friends.
Everyone did, dude. You listen to the radio. Then it was A.J. Feely. Everyone wanted A.J. Feely to be the franchise quarterback. It was like you watch one game of one guy do something, and all of a sudden, like, let's shuffle the whole team around to accommodate this one guy, and who's not even a talent. It's not even a talent.
No, I agree with you there, but I still love me some Philadelphia sports fans. But they are too reactive.
They're drunks.
They wanted Tanner McKee to come in last year. Tanner McKee came in and he lost.
I think they're worse with the Eagles than they are with the Phillies, and I think probably because the Phillies, the baseball season's way longer. But I don't think there's a lot of things I didn't like about your statement. I don't think everyone at today's home opener was blackout drunk.
When I say everyone,
I know. Okay, all right.
it's like speaking in generalities. It doesn't
Sure.
mean every single person that walked in there was blacked out drunk.
I don't think.
I would say 51% blackout drunk.
Nah.
51%?
It's Philly. Yeah, maybe.
Blackout drunk, dude.
It's Philly.
No
maybe.
way.
Dude, I worked in EMS for sporting events. 51%.
That's a lot
And
of people.
I mean, it's Philly, so
Think about how many underagers are in there, and we don't.
They're
condone
usually
that, but
outside watching the game.
Yeah, they have tickets. 51%.
In the parking lot, passed out on the pavement.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I did that a couple times.
it's the Phillies fans. Philly fans are terrible. They're terrible fans.
I don't think they overreact with the Phillies earlier in the season than they do with the Birds. Just going back, I mean, the fact that, I mean, a lot of your receipts you tried pulling had to do with, like, the Eagles.
There was hatred of McNabb more than it was love of those players.
Yeah, which is crazy. I feel like Philly fans hate on the Eagles more, but I think also we're just a football city, so, like, that's, like, our first, with baseball being close to. But
I think baseball players are just, and it's no knock on football players, but I think, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. I think baseball players are more likable
yeah, I mean,
because
Yeah.
they like, you know, the old stories of like
because they're not in a
93 when they're like drinking beers and like hanging out in the like the recovery lounge, like Dutch and Dykstra. Like they just seem like more relatable.
yeah, but they were doing that in football too.
Castellanos was just doing it, drinking beers in the dugout, wasn't
Yeah, he got
And-
kicked out for it. Before he used to be praised.
Clayton Kershaw just did it in the
he? He's a boss, dude.
in the World Series or the
That
World
doesn't-
Baseball Classic.
That's not the same.
He was getting litty.
I mean, if there's any
Listen-
sport that you could probably do it, it's baseball.
And
I
listen-
think it's more relatable too because like it doesn't take like you don't have to be the most gifted athlete physically. Where football is a little bit more physically demanding, so you have to have like a certain
I
lifestyle.
don't know. I think there's
Marshawn Lynch.
every
was
game is
drinking before
different,
every game.
and there's different.
I mean,
Whatever
drinking and
parts
taking a
of
shot is
athleticism.
different.
Here's one thing that I'm gonna say because
He wasn't getting lit. He took a shot, maybe two.
He was taking a couple shots of vodka, dude.
He's gonna say it now.
The
Who
White
doesn't knock
vodka
him?
was
was Henny.
He's the most loved. He's like a beloved guy now.
Yeah.
He's off.
Steve,
Yes.
at this current juncture,
Okay.
I will say something to you.
Okay.
Ranger Suarez, you're right.
Mm.
How benevolent am I to admit such wrong? But it's at a it's listen.
Let me
It's-
stop you before you say anything. Are you jumping the gun because it's
I'm
just
saying
spring
it.
training?
I'm saying it now. At this current point, it's looking like you're right. I watched a lot of sports stuff about like Luzardo, how his upside is there, how you know, Ranger has been hurt past couple of years. I talked about that before, but if I wanted one or the other, and I still stand by it. Like when I'm back then thinking about it, I still think it's a logical
Today,
statement
right
that
now.
I said. Today, right now, I'm going the other way. I'm leaning more the other
I
way.
can't.
You don't know
believe
how
you
good
flip-flopped.
It feels
It's
to have
not-
that dirty little mouth. Say I'm right.
It's not.
You're not right.
It's not flip flopping. It's I'm able to like admit that like maybe my point of view was wrong,
Wait,
and I was open minded enough.
We will miss Ranger Suarez.
you're tripping.
Dude, he's pitching like his ERA is like 6.
Yeah. 6. His ERA is 11
Yeah, dude.
You'll see.
through 3 games.
Dude, and that like I'm hoping he
And
turns
all
it
the good
around.
players were playing in the fucking Europe.
Yeah, dude, he was pitching to Joey the plumber and Tommy the
He always
mechanic.
came on later.
Oh, he always came on.
Yeah.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, Steve.
Well, I mean,
He's going
it's,
to.
It's the playoffs. We'll see what happens
Listen,
in the playoffs.
I'm sure he's gonna have some good
if
outings.
if the Phillies pitching plays like they in the playoffs, like they did in the spring training, which I know that's a leap, we're not gonna miss Ranger, but we got to get in the playoffs, and there's a lot more to that. But listen, we don't have any more time, so Stevie G, do you have anything else to say? Do you want to anything you want to cover real quick?
No, that's it. My handle on Instagram is StevieG55. Hit me with a follow, like, share, subscribe to the podcast. Thanks a lot.
We had a big post recently. I forget which one it was, but we had a big post.
Yeah.
It was like 11,000. It's the new biggest one. I think. Oh, it's the shoes.
yeah,
The Skechers one.
yeah,
Yeah,
you can't ball on them, dude. Like that's crazy.
I'll
Dude,
get freaky in whatever's
I
on
was
my
watching
feed.
the one reliever that came in today for what's his face.
Did you ever get freaky and shoes on?
Yeah.
I never
Yeah,
did.
you never been to, like a party or anything and like had to be quick with it real quick. You're not.
I
Getting
don't
completely.
talk about that. I'm a gentleman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
yes,
don't
sir.
talk
I'm a
But
man of-
anyway-
I'm a man of taste.
I was watching or during the Phillies game today. What the reliever that came in for Texas? He was wearing newbies,
Yeah,
but like the dad newbies with cleats.
I love it.
He got cooked.
It's good. He deserves it. Those
Yeah.
shoes shouldn't be wearing them. And then you got
Not
the
in
turd kids with the
sports.
high socks, and then they got the New Balances on. Dorks. Like it's all terrible. You might as well just
Nah.
be like a broken Phillies fan.
No,
like
that-
I listen. I love Philly. I'm
You're right,
being.
dude. Rockin' Pandas.
I'm playing.
Right, you're cool.
I'm
wearing
playing devil's
Pandas.
advocate here. There are negative things to Philadelphia fans, sure, but ultimately we're identified as a sports town because we love our teams. I'm
And
just
we're always competitive,
playing.
dude. As much as they drive us crazy, the big three being baseball, football, and
soccer.
basketball.
Yeah,
Even the Sixers are like at least relevant.
sure. But is there any other take you want to give, Steve, before we get out of here? We got to get out of here.
Nah, I'll save it for next week.
What is your Instagram?
sbrown9256 at Gmail.
Noah, what do you got? You need you want to plug anything?
I'm online.
Love
on the
that.
Net. I'm on the net.
All right, Noah's on the net. And then make sure you follow us. Make sure you like this post. This isn't a post. This live stream. We're at the Muscle Geeks Podcast on all social media platforms. We're on Think You Know Ball Podcast on TikTok and Instagram.
Yep.
And then the boys, the 8-Bit Beef Boys, they have, I don't know if they have a TikTok, but I know they're on Instagram and they're also on the Muscle Geek. So thanks, guys. Have a great week and go Phils.
Go Phils.
See ya.